Hey guys, Joe from J&M Concrete here. This week we're doing a small front porch, but actually pretty complicated for its size. Stick around for the excavation, the prep, my favorite part to pour. This is the last job we're doing before our vacation. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe, guys. See you.
This was a small job, but due to the height from the dirt or grade to the top of the patio, it had some elements that are unique to concrete that's high off the ground. First, we had to frame a lot sturdier than what we normally do with bracing and stuff like that. But we also had to make sure that the subgrade was very much compacted. So removed all the organic material. We came in, compacted the heck out of it, hit it with the jumping jack about 3 times. And then we had to add a step right here on the left of this beam to make sure people could step down. And we added this drain pipe under the concrete out on the outside of the slab so water doesn't drain on top of the slab. And then you see here we're cutting up some caissons, sonotubes that can reach down to the sturdy native soil so that the corner of the patio over there doesn't sink. We see that happen a lot, so we try and take steps to minimize the sinking of the concrete that's so high off the ground. So even though closer to the house, there was only about 3 to 4 inches of road base, as you got further away towards those caissons, we ended up looking at, I think it was 20 inches of road base. So we had to do a bunch of little lifts on the perimeter. Basically halfway out required a lot more lifts. And then after we compacted it, we have to dig out the edge so that the concrete can go around and toe into the ground versus just wasting a bunch of materials. We try and get it as clean as possible. You don't want to waste materials and you don't want to make the patio unnecessarily heavy. And then we laid down our bar. The perimeter bars, which are highly recommended, we just popped them in during the pour since it wasn't a retaining wall and I was the extra hand the day of the pour. I wasn't too concerned about standing in them upright. So that's what I ended up doing.
Yo. Hey guys, Joe from J&M Concrete here. So I've seen a few videos on the internet of poor fellas trying to do a front porch and how it failed on them. Well, I think we did it a little bit better. We got our double kickers at 45s here, plenty of them all the way through, as you can tell. Shouldn't bow anywhere. I got 2 caissons right over here for added support so it doesn't sink. We're gonna have 3 bars on our perimeter. We have our pipe going under and daylighting there. This should come out really, really nice. It shouldn't go anywhere for any time soon. There's about a foot of road base here. So stick around for the pour tomorrow. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.
Concrete guys know just how lovely it is to have the truck pull up, but it's even better when it's a front truck like this and the driver has been doing it for a long time. So he just does most of the work for us in terms of the placing, which is so nice when it comes to the pour.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be going anywhere. Come take a look, guys. I feel certainly bad for anyone that has to tear this out in 20 years. It should stay put.
Corners of the patio tend to have a lot of a stress, especially when they're hanging off the edge like that, so far away from any support and so high off the ground. So I added a bunch, about 8 sticks of rebar just in that corner in case it ever does crack. It won't go anywhere. And then after we poured, it was a pretty simple finishing. The face was the harder part, but thanks to a new method that I've been using where I put in the joint strips inside the form, that's already done when we strip the form, so that's less work to do. Either way, this came out really, really nice, and I'm just grateful how it all worked out.
Hey guys, Joe from J&M Concrete here. Pour went well. We had the truck pull right up to it. Even though it was a small porch, still had a lot of steps, especially when concrete gets vertical and tall. Once you have something that's taller than about 8 to 10 inches, concrete guys know, it gets very difficult, especially to do it right and clean. But I did experiment on something on this job. I took little pieces of trim for your house and I shaped them the certain way, and then I stuck them to my forms. And I have my joints already in there when we pluck the forms. Now I know some of you guys probably already knew this, but I was never fond of them. But I did it and it worked out. Look, we didn't have to tool that. It's already in there. Came out really nice. So unfortunately guys, for you guys, this is our last job for about 2 weeks. We're gonna take some time off. Very tired. Just had a tournament where I'm exhausted and I'm just ready to take some time off. But thanks for stopping by, guys. Don't forget to leave us a like, subscribe. We'll see y'all in a few weeks because we got some good jobs after this vacation. Thanks guys, bye-bye.